Welcome back. Today, Paige and I are going to be going into our chicken coop. We've got a pretty interesting design that I think a lot of people would like once you get to see it in action. We've got to move Nicole's stepping stones, and we'll show you how this operates, but we're going to open up these doors. These are actual double doors. The way I built this, there's actually a header underneath here that'll hold 4,000 pounds, which isn't that extreme. You do a 3-ply, I think it was a 3-ply 2x10, spanning only 7 feet. It works. But anyways, it'll hold my machine, and I'll show you how we drive in here and actually scoop all this out without having to shovel hardly anything at all. Ooh, that's heavy. Are you good to go right here? All right. And then Paige, if you could set the chicken down, just use your shovel and just get under and let's pop these up, and I'm going to put them in my bucket. We've got our double doors open. This was the header that we put in. You can't really see it, but it's buried underground. And then we've got basically our perches, and this is nasty. We're just out of the winter. Usually, Nicole will actually clean this stuff up on a daily basis with, what's that thing, the little pooper scoopers? But you can see that's actually lifted up and it's risen. So we got to clean under here, but we don't want to crawl under there and try to dig. And you can try to scoop in between each one of these. So what we came up with was a hinge system, rolls right up, and it leans up against the other wall. Got my net in the way now. There we go. Now we can get in here and clean at our leisure. Now, before I do this, you can see that there is some droppings over here by the nesting boxes. The easiest thing to do is to actually scoop those droppings in on this pile and then scoop in with the tractor and get it all at once. So that's the next step. If I time this, it took us about 10 minutes to do that. Very, very easy to scoop this off. Whatever the liquid or whatever that is, it just kind of, I don't say it hardens because it's gummy, but it kind of like gums up together and it'll separate from your lime really easy if you put a good layer of lime in the bottom. We went ahead and scooped all that over here because we want the tractor to move it. We didn't want to like scoop in here, walk out, put it in the bucket. We're trying to make it as easy as possible. Now over here, if you take a look, you can see this, I scooped this out and the top layers came right off of there, but this lime is really, it's been penetrated pretty badly. So if we scoop some of this out, you can see it's starting to turn white. I want to get to where it's all white like that, okay? So that's only about 2 inches, but it's really, in my opinion, take that top layer of lime. If it's nasty, get it out of there. Buy some more lime. I think lime is like $30 a ton, so it's not really hard to do. Okay, it's not that expensive. If you have a little tractor, a little loader, you can dump it in, spread it out, not a big deal, but it's really nice for maintenance, and I think it's better for the respiratory system of the chickens. So I think we're ready to flip this up. I don't like digging too much by my header because my tractor has to drive over this back and forth. So the last thing I'll do is this little section right here. But right now, I'm going to go in and out. I'm going to get all this out of here, all this waste out of here. I'm going to put it in a pile, and then we'll take it out to the food plots and let it feed our crop out there, Paige. Now I'm going to tilt this over and we can get the tractor into the other half. Nice. Now that should be easy access to get in there. I don't mind saying this is a crappy job. Out of this design, I think it's pretty genius. I did stack these treated boards up here, and I can push against them, and they're kind of integrated into the building, and it just allows you to scoop this. I've taken 2 scoops out of here. This has only taken me 30 seconds, Paige? I don't know. Not very long to just get in, get out, clean it out. So it's like, I recommend this design to anyone. So you can see there are spots where it's drier and it's actually just good lime. And then over here you can see how saturated that is. So I'm gonna just take as much as I need because I want nice fresh base layer underneath this. At the risk of wasting some lime, I think we're doing the right thing digging down as much as we did. I did lose some lime. I can see it right here. This stuff's pretty fresh. I'm okay with that. I want to get this down. I'm going to hit this with a shovel and just see if there's any spots that need it more than others. If, for instance, there was a wet spot that went through, but honestly, that looks really good. I think I'll scoop this out. My dad's got a similar sized chicken coop. He does not have this access. So as a boy, we would get in here and it would just be stifling hot. And you'd spend hours in here taking one scoop and walking back and forth to the door where the tractor was. It was brutal. So I learned my lesson. Yeah, there's a little bit right here, isn't there? Okay. Yeah, that looks really good underneath there. Looking good. It really is. And this is only going to take us, if I wasn't talking on the camera and all that, this is less than 30-minute cleanup job instead of all day. It is looking It's looking in here like we just laid fresh lime. The only problem is we're deep, so I need to add some more in here, but you can see how high the poop was. These are about 8-inch boards, so 8, 16, 2 feet, 24 inches. Whew. Yuck. So it's actually already smelling a lot better in here. Once all that's out of here, it's really not bad. The lime that's underneath is coming through and helping us out. I think what I'll do, I'm going to tilt this back down for just a moment. And I'm going to scoop the rest of this poop out of here, and then I'll tilt it back up. I had a little bit fall over this ledge that we've got. Yeah. I don't know how chickens find home at night, but it's not going to smell the same. I hope they don't get lost. I think we're ready to start backfilling, ladies. This, ladies and gentlemen, is 4 tons of lime. You would think that this would be a massive pile, but I'm here to tell you that it's maybe 8 feet wide, and I'm downhill from it, but if I stood up here level, I mean, it's just over my knee. I mean, I don't know, 2 feet or something. It's just not, and it's probably 6 foot by 8 foot by 2 feet deep or something. So it's not a ton of lime, and it goes really fast, but this will be really good for backfill in there, and it's really going to freshen it up. So can't wait. There's nothing like a crispy finish to a project. Just looks real nice, and it's even going to smell nice. Love it. So I'm going to come in the doorway, and I'm going to dump here first because there's a ledge. This is actually that header. You can see it now. It goes pretty deep in the ground, and it's several plies wide. Anyways, I'm going to set my lime here and then start pushing it out level. And each scoop, I'll just drive on top of it over and over till we get her filled in. It's all filled up. How many scoops did we put in here? Did you guys count? 3, 4, maybe? There was one in the front. 2, 3. You think it was 3? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember. I guess, yeah. We'll go to the film. I guess I was thinking I'd bring a scoop in here, and instead of walking down the aisle, I could scoop out of the bucket and fill it in over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, so let me get one more scoop, and that'll be the last scoop in here.
Okay.
I like it higher underneath there where I'm going to be pulling it out. Look at this. Can you believe this? They walk right in here, and they do that to my fine work. These guys. All right. The only way that I can, the easiest way, I've actually scooped and walked down this aisle and thrown this in, but I found that leaving this up actually helps. So I can scoop this and just throw it. Like truly. There's no work involved here. All right. If I probably need a scoop or two here. That looks a little low. Are you good, Nicole?
Yeah, looks good.
What do you say we tilt it up and we rake it? I'm going to put a little of this back. And here you go. Chicken coop is cleaned out. You might be able to bleach the walls. There's probably some things you can do there, but it just smells. I don't even smell it now. Like no. It's infinitely better. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this gives you guys some ideas. This was seriously a very, very quick coop clean out. It always is. I honestly think this is about a half-hour job if you're not talking on a video and stopping and explaining and looking at things. So went really well, man. Thanks for your help in here. Yep. Please remember to like, subscribe, and hit those notifications.
See ya.